Hamilton police are providing an update on the fatal shooting of a 16-year-old boy in Stoney Creek. Let's take you there live right now.
Officers located one male in the Acura who was suffering from multiple gunshot wounds. That person was transported to an area hospital, and he later succumbed to his injuries. Today, we are identifying that victim as 16-year-old Faison Awan. We have learned that Faison was driving eastbound on Highway 8 and was being pursued by multiple vehicles. During the chase, there was a collision between the Kia and the Acura, resulting in the chase ending just east of Fruitland Road. At that point, multiple people shot firearms at the Acura and then fled either in vehicles or on foot, leaving Faison behind, suffering from his gunshot wounds and alone. We believe that this is a targeted shooting. We continue to conduct our interviews and collect surveillance video in the area. We encourage anyone who has information that can assist us in this investigation to come forward and to review any dash cam footage that they may have of the incident, and please contact us and provide that video to us. And with that update, I'm happy to take some questions.
Where is Faison from?
He is from the York region.
What was he doing in this area?
That still is a major part of our investigation, trying to track his movements into the city. We are starting to gather that information now, but it's not enough information for me to comment on.
And he was alone in the SUV?
No, we believe there was at least one other person in the Acura, and we're working on trying to identify those people as well. As I said, the chasing vehicles fled the scene, one was left behind, and then a number of people ran on foot as well.
So it's believed the occupants of his vehicle were the ones that fled on foot?
It's too early to say whether they were part of the group that fled on foot, but we have knowledge that multiple people did run away.
Was he driving?
Yes.
Any idea how many vehicles were involved, the chase vehicles, can we put it at least 3, 4, or, you want to just keep it at multiple?
I could say at least 3 at this point. The difficulty or the investigative avenues that we're pursuing right now is there were other people that were in the area driving around. There was people going to work or coming home. We want to clarify each of those vehicles, whether they were involved or just happened to be going through the community at the time. But I'm comfortable in saying there was at least 3 chase vehicles.
Do you have an idea of what those models and makes might be?
I do, but for investigative reasons, we're just not going to disclose that at this point.
Yeah, and you had mentioned people driving about there, going to work maybe just a second ago. It seems like this was a pretty chaotic scene, right? You have at least 3 cars chasing another car, and then a shooting happening. What can you say about the public safety aspect of something like this happening on a road when people are going to work?
Yeah. Any shooting in our city, and we've had shootings, there's been a number of shootings over the last few years. Any shooting in our city is a concern and always puts members of our public at risk, whether they're walking in the neighborhood or just enjoying their own property and sitting in their home. And we have to do everything we can to stop these from happening, to deal with these people and make them accountable for their actions.
Now you mentioned the chase. How long were they in pursuit of this SUV?
Yeah, we're still working on kind of the front end of that chase, but I'm comfortable in saying it was at least 2 or 3 blocks. So it started from the west of Fruitland Road and continued eastbound for at least 3 blocks.
High speed?
Yes, I can't give you a quantified number for that, but yeah, they were not obeying the speeding limit.
Who owns those vehicles?
So that's part of our investigation. Both vehicles have been reported stolen. So part of our investigation is dealing with that, and not necessarily from the Hamilton area, but also from other jurisdictions as well.
I saw the K9 unit out yesterday searching one particular backyard. Any progress from that?
No, we were following witness accounts and surveillance video of people that had run on foot, jumping through fences and stuff. So we were following that path of flight to look for any articles that were disposed of.
Do you think that the suspects had a goal crashing into the car where the 16-year-old was to kind of stop them and start the shooting?
I think it's a little premature for me to comment on that until we collect more information and interview more people. I can confirm that there was that collision. Part of that is on surveillance video, so we do have that. But we need to get more witness accounts and try to narrow down what was happening.
And was there an exchange of gunfire or just gunfire coming from the white sedan into the SUV?
All I can say with accuracy right now is that the people chasing Faison's car, multiple people shot at Faison's car at the time of the collision when it stopped.
Obviously pretty early, but what do you think is behind this?
You're correct, it is kind of too early. We need to learn more about Faison's life and his movements in the days leading up to this. And we rely on the community to come forward. There's people out there with answers. We know people ran away on foot, so there's people that have information to give us.
And we are just
we encourage
listening
those people
to
come
Hamilton
forward and
police
advise.
tell us more about the 16-year-old who died in a fatal shooting. His name is Faison Iwan as the investigation continues.